Hi, welcome back. My name is Andrew Quinones, and you're here with us today in studio with a Character Champion Family Wellness Team. Stay tuned and learn all about Character Champion program is and how it can help you and your family. Hi, welcome back, everyone. Hi, guys. It's good to see you.
Hi, good to be back together again. Hi, everyone. Hi, everybody.
And so who is our guest today, Dr. K?
Well, our guest today is Ling. And Ling is our character who spreads kindness everywhere she goes.
Hi, Ling.
Hi, Andy. And she's here to teach us all about the blue mindset. So any of you who have blue as your strongest mindset, when you took the survey, you're going to learn a lot more about blue today. And someone here has blue as their strongest mindset. Not only Ling, but Miss Jan. Not everybody understands me either. Do you often feel that, Jan? I do. Notice the key word there, feel.
Yes.
That's it, because I feel a lot. You do. I do. Can you tell us a little bit what it's like being a strong blue? Yes. I love people. I love just about everybody. Really? Yeah. And I feel so bad when people get hurt or bad things happen to people. And I want to step in and I want to help. Ling, does that sound like you? Sure does. Sure does. I like to help people, and I like it when everybody gets along. Amen. Ling, I know you're having some difficulty in your family. What's going on right now? Well, it seems like everybody has a different opinion about everything, and they just can't get along. They just fight all the time, and I hate it when that happens. And it seems like it's happening a lot now. And you know, not just my family, but on TV. Everybody gets mad at the TV because the news says stuff they don't like. Oh, no. Yeah, it's very hard for people to hear all of that negativity. And do you feel it in your body, too? Yeah. Sometimes in my tummy. Yeah, and in my heart. Sometimes it feels like my heart is breaking. I remember, Andy, you said you had a son that was sensitive in a lot of blue. What have you noticed with him?
Yes, I've noticed with him. Now, it's a little bit tough for me because since I'm in orange and I'm a little bit on the macho side, the machismo side from perhaps my upbringing, I have to tell my boy, stop crying.
Uh-oh.
Don't act like you're a crybaby.
Uh-oh.
Stop crying. You know, and I got to tell you, I'm learning it may be insensitive in me because I'm learning that we all have different ways of expressing and seeing the world.
That's right, Andy.
But it's helped me to have a better understanding of my blue child and perhaps even take a different approach. Yeah. But I got to tell you, as an orange and as a man and growing up in the world that I grew up in, as a father, we want our boys to grow up to be tough.
Oh,
not to be crybabies, because I got to tell you, this world can be tough at times.
You're afraid. You're afraid for him.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Maybe I am afraid for him, but I don't want my boys to grow up to be crybabies because as a man, and perhaps as an orange man, we don't like men that complain.
Oh.
Sometimes I think it's important to have grit and to be strong. And now I understand that we all have feelings. And my little blue son, I understand he has feelings, but I still want him to grow up to have grit and to be able to manage his emotions in a way that he doesn't cry as a boy, but knows how to channel them to be more productive. So how can we achieve that? How can I help understand my blue and better work with my blue son, but also perhaps bring a little orange into his life?
Well,
What do you think, Dr. K?
Well, you know how we learned about curiosity,
Yes.
right? Let me teach you something about tears, okay? Did you know that crying actually has a purpose?
I do, and I told my sons that also. The releasing of cortisol, you know, and endorphins.
Endorphins and endorphins are natural calming.
Yes.
So I think the key is not to not cry, but to know where it's safe to cry.
Ah, okay.
Good idea. And great. And okay, maybe he doesn't cry in front of the friends, or maybe not in Vaughn's, but maybe the home is the haven, because when he's in a relationship, I know that his wife is going to want him to be sensitive.
Yes.
And so there is a time and a place where you can cry.
Right.
So maybe thinking about that.
Yes. And to be honest with you, I mean, he was crying over what I thought it was foolish. It was about food. But again, he's a child, and I wasn't looking through his eyes. It may have been important to him, but to me as an adult, it felt silly. So I am learning and growing about the different characteristics so that I could better navigate my parenting with my kids.
That's right. And remember I don't think we talked about it yet, but we were learning about what is it about the prefrontal cortex. It doesn't finish growing until age 25.
That's right.
It's up to 25 now? It's up to 25. Okay.
And if you guys didn't know, that's why insurance, you know, for 25 and under is a little more expensive. A little tidbit of
To
information.
give them time to grow. The mature brain.
The mature brain, yes.
And if you're nice, if you're blue and you're kind, then you could be kind to other people too. That's right, Ling. And you know what? The world really values negotiation and diplomats. And you know what? When people are old, you know what times they remember? Not how much money they made, but the memorable, loving times with the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what? We need blue.
Mhm.
We need peace. We need love. You've got a very valuable message for our families and for the world. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I think you have something important. Is it hard for you sometimes to share your feelings?
Well, not really, because they just come out.
Oh, they just come out. Do you find that, Jen?
As I get older, I have a little more ability to control sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes. And sometimes I just want to be natural. And I just want to be who I am and be authentic.
When you were a parent, did you ever get accused of being too soft?
Yes.
Yes. They'll never accuse me of that.
Sometimes when I work with parents, the blue parent cares so much that they feel the feelings of the kids. Yes.
Yes.
Is that called empathy?
It's called empathy, but a parent who's not high blue calls it permissiveness.
Yes. And when I was a parent, I wanted my kids to have different experiences.
Really?
Well, they were still in the nest. So that if they got in trouble, they could come to me and I could help them. I didn't want to wait until they go off to college or whatever when they leave the house to then be able to make their own decisions. So I wanted to help them learn about themselves and learn how to make
wise decisions and kind decisions.
Right.
And I gave them more space the older they got.
You know, I'm a strong green, and I want the parents out there and the grandparents to really understand that if you want to connect with a high blue kid, it's through the relationship. Because now I have an amazing, amazing relationship with my daughter. But when she was younger, I wanted it all about achievement. You got to get the grades. You got to get the grades. I want you to go to a good school. That was so important. But Ling, now I understand. It's all about connection, right? So it's all about, so I tell her this now. Success is important, but family is everything. So I know what you want. You know what Tara did one time? She stopped performing in school. And you know why that was? Because she thought the teacher didn't like her. And do you know why that was? Because the teacher never smiled at her.
Did the teacher ever smile?
I had to have a parent conference. I had to go and she was in 7th grade, and I had a parent conference, and I told the teacher, you don't like my daughter. And she goes, what do you mean? I go, you never smile at her. And the teacher was shocked. The teacher was a very strong gold. She taught homemaking. And she said, I teach her how she should sew and how she should cook and follow the recipes. What does smiling at your daughter have to do with anything? And I said, it has to do with everything. Because until my daughter knows you like her, my daughter cannot learn from you.
And what I heard, I don't know if this is true, but from what I heard is that when teachers go to college and they learn how to become teachers, one of the things that they teach them as young students is to not smile and not to express emotions. I think that it's changed a little bit, but for many years, they taught teachers to be tougher and to not smile, at least within the first 3 months of education.
But for those blue sensitive kids, and I think especially for those orange kids too, right,
yes,
Andy?
That's right.
You needed smiles.
I needed
too?
smiles and approval and good jobs and that's one thing about an orange. Like the blue, we need affirmations.
Yeah. So something to think about as we move forward, right, Ling? Is that important for you? Do you need to know your teacher likes you? Yeah. So as we move through the series, it's really important that you understand the style and mindset that you're working with. And if you're co-parenting with a blue parent, yes, maybe they seem a little bit more permissive than you, but they're really trying to build a relationship. And again, it's about bringing those polarities together. Because remember what we said, got to use them all. Because in the end, every mindset has something important to teach us. And Ling, we're going to learn your lesson of kindness because you're teaching us a very important lesson. We need family harmony for family wellness.
We do. And we all have all those colors within us, right?
We do. Everybody's always taking that survey, and I've never had anybody come back and get a 0 in anything.
Yeah.
All right. So remember, if you want to take that survey for yourself or your family members, you can look up at the description below and it will link you to the right website for you to take that survey.
That's right, charactersurvey.org. Free of charge in English, Chinese, and Spanish.
Oh, wow. Chinese too, Dr. K, huh?
Chinese too? Yeah.
Cool, Ling.
That's the world I want to live in.
Yeah. So until next time.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.